Large bulky images can really increase that load time on your website. As you start building more and more complex pages, you'll end up having to increase your hosting server space. Now, long loading times can lose you customers, and increasing that server rental space will end up costing you more money. So what we want to do now is show you how to make sure that those images are the right size and also optimized for websites so that it ends up loading quicker and it won't take up as much memory space on your server. So in this short tutorial, we'll show you how to make sure that these images are the appropriate size, as well as how to optimize these so that you can deliver your website faster to your customers. In some cases, we've actually ended up saving 90% on these images, which means that your website can load faster, as well as keeping that server space down. For this tutorial, you will need Photoshop. However, there is a free Photoshop equivalent called GIMP, and I'll pop that in the description below. So if you don't have Photoshop, click on the link, download GIMP, and it works in a very similar way. So let's jump into it. Okay, so now we're going to look at how to optimize an image. First, I've just downloaded this image off a free image website. It's just a picture of a guy with a beard. And we're going to have a look at the file size of it now. So as you can see, this file size is 3.6 megabytes, which is huge for any image. And it will be far too big for our website, and it will make it load really slowly. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this down to an appropriate size, and then we're going to optimize it for websites after we've resized it. So as I mentioned it previously, we'll be doing this on Photoshop, but you can use GIMP in the same way, which is that free editing software. So just drag it into Photoshop. And now we're going to export it. And we're going to want to export it as a JPEG because this has a smaller file size. So now we can see that this is 3,500 pixels, which is pretty big. To give you an idea for web designing, if you were creating a banner that was the size of this screen, you'd be looking at around 1,500 probably pixels. So it's far too big. This is actually going to be just a small image as part of the overall design, so we can get away with putting it at 800 pixels. So as you can see here, we've already saved 78%-ish because we're running it at 22% of the overall size. So let's export that. Just going to export it to our desktop. And now if we look at the image, we can see that it's already down to a better size. Now, this is perfectly fine, but what we want to try and do is get this under the 100 kilobytes. So to do this, we're going to go to a free image optimization website, and that's called tinypng.com. So I'm going to head over to that now. So I'm in the tinypng website now, and it's so easy. All you do is you drag the image, drop it onto the site, and it will compress it for you. So we've managed to get it under that 100 kilobytes, which is great. And when we resize this, we saved about 80%-ish. And when we've optimized it, we've already saved another 66%. So it's huge savings, which means our website will load quicker, and also we won't have to increase our server space. So this is the final optimized image. I'm just going to compare it to the other one that we had, the original one. And as you can see there, the images are almost identical, except this one is running at just under 100 kilobytes, and the original one was 3.6 megabytes. So that's how to optimize an image and how to take advantage of your server space.